Hi everyone, this is going to be a video for the sign of Leo, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I've already pre-shuffled all the decks that I'm going to use to save some time with noise. Save time with noise, whatever. You guys get what I mean. Okay, let me just jump right in here. As soon as I stepped into your energy, I definitely felt a lot of pressure in my lower back and in my middle back. Could have to do with stress. There's like a sense of like needing to lighten some type of a load. Like, I don't know if you carry a very like heavy stress load. Whatever it is causing pain in your lower back, significant pain. Like, it's very uncomfortable, to be completely honest with you, and it didn't actually start hurting until I actually stepped into your energy, and now that I've mentioned it, it's starting to like dissipate. So keep that in mind, especially with your stress levels is very important. So there's something that you're not seeing here. You might feel like you're disconnected, but you're getting a lot of synchronicities towards something. You could have just met somebody, or you could have just came back in contact with somebody, and it's a very youthful, spirited energy. Could be family, friend, romantic relationship. But there's a delay with some type of expression, or you're not expressing something, or they're not expressing something. There's a little bit of like not wanting to see something, but then there's also a little bit of not wanting to express something. There's like hesitation. I kind of got this with the Aries read that I did earlier today, and it's like it was like a hesitation of sorts. But they're saying it's safe. So if you were thinking about like reaching out to somebody that maybe you haven't spoken to in a little while, it's safe to do so. Like it's the energy here is positive. There's just some type of a decision that's connected to this. Because you're also being asked to open up, and there's a hesitation to like open up towards something. That I almost just said neglectful. Like, I don't know what that is. That was random. There's something maybe that you're not seeing, maybe that you're not addressing emotionally, or the person who you're connecting with is not addressing something emotionally, not wanting to see something on an emotional level, not wanting to address it in such a way. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's more logical in their thought process. More analytical. But you guys have attraction. There's just a little bit of hesitation, and you have religious factors at the bottom of the deck here, so I think that's interesting too, because there has to be some sort of a major difference, whether it's spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs. There's some type of major difference between the two of you. Major difference. And that's not bad. It's just there's something that clearly divides the two of you when it comes. It's like but see, what divides you actually brings you together. So don't misinterpret what I say, because the differences are actually complementary to each other, and that's what makes things work. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes, right? Every situation's unique. There's something that's being guided. There's also something very primal about this energy. Like, I don't know why I got that, but I don't know where that came from. It's very primal, private, primal. You might receive a message from somebody randomly. You could meet somebody new too. You could be in the process of aligning with somebody new. It's being guided, but the two of you are very different from each other, but in ways that complement each other. Could be connecting with a fire sign, fire energy, somebody in fire energy. So I definitely see a lot of hesitation, especially in the emotional center. A lot of people keep their emotions in their solar plexus. So if you guys have been feeling a little bit sluggish, maybe had some digestive issues, just stomach, aches, like, random stuff that isn't really normal, pay attention to that stuff, because your body will speak to you where things need to be addressed if you're holding on to things. So I do feel a little bit of that, where maybe you were holding energy there and it kind of caused some disruption. And my throat is actually doing something crazy. Like, it just feels like it's like opening and closing. Like I almost just like couldn't speak for a minute. And so you might be hesitating to communicate how you feel about something, or hesitate to communicate in general. Like there's something with communication and maybe emotions. But there's a major healing that's taken place, because you're being guided on a path right now, and the path that you're being guided on is something that is part of your destiny, to be completely honest with you, because we have the temple path here, and that card is like divine destiny. Like, this is your path. Like, you're on the road to your path. Like, you're already there. You're being guided. There's a lot of guides that are around you. There are a lot of ancestors around you. Whomever you feel a strong connection with, you probably feel them, because you're getting signs and synchronicities. But there's something that you don't want to see here, and it could have to do with a connection. Maybe it doesn't have to do with a connection. Maybe it has to do with an energy that you need to take on, where you need to be youthful when going after something, because this road is going to take you down a path where it's like you got to be adventurous. You got to be willing to take a leap of faith. You got to be willing to go after something with a child, like, like through the eyes of a child, like with an open heart. But again, with this hesitation, the garden and the gate, this is always hesitation for me. You have 333 across the board here. There's something that you're hesitating on. It's like you're not sure of how to express yourself. You're not sure of how to communicate how you feel, maybe. Express yourself, same thing. There's something, it's like causing a hesitation. It could have to do with the way that you feel about something. Could have to do with maybe speaking your truth. Door to value. But see, you see an opportunity. There's something very valuable here. Something that can grow, that can flourish. You have another 3. See, this is all connecting with mind, body, spirit. Like, this is all uniting all of those. Like, being able to respond from your soul. This is deep. Yeah, see, you even have the journey card here. That's crazy. Yeah, you have to balance something out. You have to weigh something out. Balance something out. You're walking down a path right now that it's going to require you to balance a couple things. But see, you're already on the path. You're already there. You just have to make a couple decisions here. Or you have to make a decision. You have to figure out which direction do you want to go. Because you're looking at an opportunity that can be very valuable, very successful, very structured. Foundation, I just heard. Like, there's a foundation that needs to be built. There's a foundation. You're going to build a foundation with someone, or you're going to build it yourself. Point blank. And this has to do with your path, but there's something emotional that you have to take care of first. Within you, or the person you're connecting with needs to take care of. Because whatever that is holding them back subconsciously. This person you might not even be aware of it. Like, you might not even know. It could be something that's buried so deep within you that has to do, that connects into your childhood, and it could be something that you could have been holding on to for such a long time, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that I was holding on to this. Like, even just things like that can hold you back, can hold you from making the right decisions, because it's like limiting beliefs. You see what I'm saying? It's connecting to like limiting beliefs, conditionings. Could even go as far as like the parental dynamic environment that somebody experienced as a child. Like, this is very, very deep. But see, there's an opportunity here that involves a lot of financial stability, and it's part of your path. And they're saying like this, whatever opportunity this is, you're going to see it, and it's safe for you to do it. It's safe for you to go after it. But there's something that you need to express, or that you need to go within and respond from, or to unite between your older self and your younger self. Like there has to be teamwork between the two of you, because I know that sounds really crazy and stuff. Unless you know what I'm talking about, then you get what I'm saying. But it's like, to people who don't know what I'm saying, like you have an inner child and then you have your adult self, and in order for us to find harmony, a lot of times we have to find harmony within those two people inside of us, where it's our adult selves and our inner child. And when we can unite the both of them and use both perspectives, it's infinite possibilities at that point on. So I'll leave that there. It's like you're watching yourself as a child, or you're seeing something repeat that you maybe saw as a child, or you're seeing something that connects to childhood, but there's an opportunity that's involved with something. It's part of your path, but it might trigger some emotions, or it might make you feel some type of way. But I almost feel like you're looking at yourself from a higher perspective, you're looking at yourself from a higher perspective, but you also have multiple guides that are supporting you and guiding you in the process of whatever this is that you're going after. Whether it be a relationship, whether it be a business, whether it be, whatever it might be. You see what I'm saying? Because, again, this is just a generalized reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. You have cornucopia. It's like your guides are pointing you in the direction that you need to go to achieve the ultimate fulfillment. Like, if your goal is spiritual fulfillment, like, you're going to get it. Like, you're going to find peace with whatever it is that you're trying to figure out. You're being put on this path, or you already are in the process of being on this path. Like, your bags are packed. So there's something important that you're doing now, currently, that it's going to lead to a lot of happiness and success. You're going to have to balance a lot of things out. You're going to have a lot of strength to pull through this situation too, to get through this. Like, it takes a lot of strength to actually overcome the people around you, because you're trying to get on your path. You're going after what it is that you feel in your heart. But see, you have to have a lot of strength to overcome these hostilities that might be coming from other people, because I feel like you have a lot of people around you that don't want you to go after what it is. Like, they don't want you to succeed, almost, or at least that's what it feels like. You see what I'm saying? Like, you might have a lot of people who are in competition around you. You might have a lot of people who gossip a lot about you. You might have a lot of people who outside, like, it's just what they do impacts you, and you have to have a lot of strength to overcome this, to get to whatever opportunity this is. Yeah, Sun card to top it all off. You see what I'm saying? Like, once you overcome whatever hostilities that this is, or these are, you're achieving happiness. Like, you're going to be so content, so happy, so warm, so abundant in all the ways that you can possibly think. Like, you're going to be able to build that, but you have to overcome this. Whatever this is, it could be other people, it could be a perspective, it could be conditionings, it could be I feel more, as the reader looking at this, I feel like this is more opposition from other people, like, where maybe, like, your family's not super supportive, or your friends aren't really super supportive. Like, there's something there with, like, the people that are closest to you that is actually more of it's like an obstacle for you to actually overcome to achieve this. And believe it or not, all of it has to do with your path. It has to do with what you're going to be doing in the future. And I know that that's kind of hard to understand sometimes, because it's like, why do I have to experience the stuff that I experience? But like, it all comes full circle, and there's a reason. And one day down the road, you never know. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could be put in a position where it's like, wow, the things that you learned in this situation actually came back, and you're going to know how to help somebody else, or, who knows. So I feel like there's also a lot of competition in whatever it is that you're going into, or there's a lot of, like, people who are in the same field who maybe go after, I don't want to say that though, because I don't like saying that. It's like having to overcome a lot of people, like, in in a flooded market almost. So if you go after a new job opportunity or something, or like you're going after some type of business idea, right? There might be a lot of other people who are doing the same thing that you're doing. So it's more competitive because you have to stick out from the crowd. You have to make your, you know what I mean? Like you have to make your business stick out amongst the other businesses that are around, or like to draw that. Yeah. But I see whatever it is that you're going after, it's successful. Like you're happy, you're content. You have to overcome some things in order to get there. But there's abundance. Like you have 2 abundance cards for me as a reader. At 3 actually, especially with the sun here. It's like there's a lot of abundance that's coming through here. And I feel like there's a healing that's taking place with your throat chakra as well. But you're going to need strength when you get to a certain point. And you'll know what that means because you're going to have to overcome some things that might try to shake up your foundation. Could have to do with the people around you, friends, family. It's like maybe they don't like what you want to do and they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. You should do this instead. Like you're going to have to battle a little bit to go your way. See what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I pre-shuffled the decks already, so I already said that. Yeah, like, wow, that's crazy. You have the 5 of Wands, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles. So, again, you're going to have to battle to get this. Because it's like you're going to have to either A, like, make a name for your, like, I don't know how to say that, like, because it's like I feel like I should be more gentle with it. But it's like making a name for yourself, getting out there, putting yourself out there. There's some type of competition when it comes to whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're investing time into. Like, there's strategy involved with it. It could be a business, honestly, because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. So it's like, how are you going to achieve this? Releasing what no longer serves you and wrapping up old cycles that no longer serve you. It's like you're releasing a bunch of stuff. And while you're releasing this, you're stepping up the game in the other area here. Yeah, because there's a healing that's taken place, especially with Temperance here, Sagittarius energy. There's a healing, and you're coming out of the cold from a situation that you didn't really know how to make an approach on. It's like you were kind of stuck in a situation where it's like, I don't know what decision I want to make. Like maybe you were doing some soul searching, and it's like you came out of the cold on this. I'm actually being pulled back to the Aries reading that I did earlier today. I'm pretty sure that there was an energy where somebody was kind of keeping themselves stuck in a situation because they didn't want to make a decision. Yeah, I just got pulled right back to that reading. Yeah, there's a decision with the Lovers. You have Gemini energy here where it's like, okay, what are you going to release? What decision are you going to make? Because the Lovers is not only about relationships, it's about decision making as well. So there's a decision that you have to make. But see, this is so vague. But something's going to become clear to you because you've been holding yourself back from making this decision. You've kind of put yourself out. Like you're like, I don't want to do this. Maybe you've had some situations that occurred that involved a lot of massive change, abrupt change, whatever it might be. But it's like you might have even walked away from competitive energy where it's like you're like, I'm not going to participate in this. But there's a truth that's going to be revealed. There's clarity that's coming through after something gets wrapped up. And the illusions are going to settle. Because you have 55 and then you have 77. You're going to be able to logically approach a situation. You want to balance something out. You want to strategize towards something. You want to take your time to do it. But see, opportunity's here for you to take a leap of faith. But you're not going to make any decisions until you get clarity on a situation because there's going to be reason to celebrate. You have the 3 of Cups here. So it's like you're taking a leap of faith into something that's going to open up doorways with other people for you to like network with, or you're going to meet like new groups of people who you're going to become friends with. It's like the illusion's clearing. Like this is a celebration. I don't really see a third party with this. I see this more as a celebration. for right now with this reading, because there's clarity here. It's like having clarity after going through like a really illusionary wooded area where you're like, oh, I don't really know where I'm at, like, where am I? Like, let me get my compass. Like, I have no idea where I am. Like, and being able to come out of that, like finding a way out of that. It's like finding a strategy to clear your mind, finding a strategy to do something, to go after something, to approach something with logic. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles here. You have 2 9s too. It's interesting. You have 99, 77, and 55. And then you also had 333. But it's like, there's like anxiety again with that hesitation. It comes back where it's like, I don't know if maybe there's self-doubt, where it's like, I don't know if I can do this. But yeah, there's a judgment call that needs to be made where it's like, are you going to take this or not? Are you going to walk away to your 10 of Cups? Or are you going to go out? Yeah, like, are you going to stay in this energy, or are you going to go after what you want? 6 of Cups, finding a balance. Something from the past even. Like, you have the 6 of Swords too, so that's 66... 55, 99, 77, 333. You have to find a balance in something, or the person you're connecting with has to find a balance in something. Being able to balance out maybe the things that didn't go right in your life, and then versus the things that are going right, because like this has to do a lot mentally as well, where it's like being able to process through things mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and to be able to put it in a good perspective and not dwell on things is also part of this. I'm not sure what that's connected to. And see, I actually got more focus on a single energy than what I did earlier when I was picking up on another energy. So I feel like you're distracted, or the person you're connecting with is distracted with their path, with what they're doing, with what they're trying to achieve, with where they're trying to go. Even though this connection's here, it's like they're preoccupied with where they're going in their life, or trying to get on their path, trying to figure out what their path is, trying to get out of a tough situation. Like, this is ruthless energy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's like you're on your path, but it's not gonna be easy. Like, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying, like, you're getting into some territory where it's like you're gonna need the grit to like, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just, that's all I keep hearing is like, it's like, buckle down. Like, you're gonna need it. Like, you're gonna need discipline. You're gonna need, you know, to be able to be logical and emotional. It's like you're gonna need to be that's all I can put it as. I mean, I don't know what this means, but there's something with your back too, or with the person you're connecting with, their back. It's very sore, and I feel like it has to do with emotional weight. But yeah, somebody's path is like clear as day. I mean, you're already on the path. Like, I cannot emphasize that enough. Like, if you're doubting the path that you're on, take some time, think about it, sit with yourself, soul search, because I feel like it's right in front of you. You're already there, but like something's changing. I feel like time is playing a part in this, where there's an energy that's so focused on their path that maybe they're not concentrating on love and romance and relationships. They're concentrating on where they're supposed to be at. I feel like this person's very disciplined, spiritually disciplined, or they try to be spiritually disciplined, or they have some type of a path, a calling where it's like it's very important to them. I don't know, I just feel like whatever this person's been through, it's for a reason. Like, they're about to go into some territory where it's like, damn. Not in a bad way. Like, not in a bad way. It's just they're going to do some big shit with their life. Like, they're gonna leave a legacy. Like, this is some intense stuff. Like, it's a big jump. And I can't pinpoint whether or not this is feminine or masculine energy. I feel like it's both, to be completely honest. I feel like if you're just in Leo energy right now, it's like you're just... Fire energy is just going after it right now. Like, I don't know what fire is doing right now, but from what I've been feeling, it's pretty action. Like, you guys are really taking action right now. You guys are really in your element. Or you're about to be in your element. There's like an urgency with something. I don't know what this means. It's like time and urgency. I don't know I don't know if it's your anxiety or if it's the person you're connecting with's anxiety. Like, if they have anxiety over where they should be at in their life by now, like what they should be doing by now. Like, I'm not really sure what that means, but it's interesting to me. Communication is an issue with this person. They don't know how to communicate very well. Or the person you're connecting with they don't know how to communicate very well. I just heard that. I have no idea where that comes from. Yeah, somebody's deciding just to let things go and to move forward with what they want to do. And whatever you want to do, I mean, go after it. It's safe. It's here, you know? But there's going to be a lot of competitive energy, or maybe people aren't going to like what you want to do. Like, there's something there, but just have strength, because you'll get through it. You're going to be successful at whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to be successful at it. You might not have a lot of people who agree with you, but you'll have people who agree with you, and then you'll have people who don't agree with you, and that's going to be all your life, okay? Like, you'll never escape that. But you're going to have a lot of people who do support you, but just just keep your circle tight, like, keep the people close to you who you trust, because you also have a lot of energies that are competitive. So I hope that these messages helped. But yeah, that's really all I'm getting for you guys, Leos. That's really all I'm getting. Good luck with everything. Good luck with everything. It seems like it's positive. Overall, it's positive. It's just very intense. It's just, it is what it is. So, I don't know, check some of your other signs as well. Could have other messages in there for you. And I am doing personal readings, so please feel free to email me if you are interested in that. But other than that, I look forward to connecting with you guys again. And please take care, and I'll talk to you soon.